And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Green 80. Check 45 to Mike. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's complete to Lockett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Peyton Barber. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. 1st down, they go with Barber again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Touch, 380. Check, 45 to Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
14. Left. 45. Big start.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike, ready. Black 25. 3, 3. Yo. Kill.
Running is Barber. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. Here we go, G. Go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Flag 22. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, it's Barber, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, check.
From the gun, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Here we go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, Barber. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, blue 80. Right 59. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12.
Here's Winston. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Winston now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now it's Barber. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Winston gives to Barber. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.